Hey, aren't you supposed to be on set to, get reviewed? I didn't know my review was next. I told you in the email. I must not have gotten it. Just get to the station. Roger, roger. Hey, what's up, my peoples? I'm back again with another review, and this is the SH Figuarts Battle Droid. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, you got a nice big window display where you can see me. Hi! How you doing? But, yeah, you have some silver trim, Star Wars SH Figuarts. SH Figuarts, you know, you can just read that stuff for yourself. If I can... There you go. So there you go. Battle Droid, Bandai Tamashii Nations, made in China, blah 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 blah. You got some detailing right, you got some designs right there. Star Wars, that detail continues around to this side where it shows the Battle Droid, SH Figuarts, Disney. And on the bottom it says something like, warning, these droids are incredibly stupid, so don't give them hard jobs to do. I mean, I'm guessing that's what it says. I mean, it's in Japanese, so I can't really tell. But, here you have some more pictures of the Battle Droid, the promotional pics. There's a couple of them being blown away by Obi-Wan. Surprise, surprise. And, you got a big picture right there, SH Figuarts Battle Droids, and it probably says some more stuff like, warning, if you have a couple of these and you get the Bandai General Grievous model kit, or any kind of General Grievous 6-inch scaled figure, don't put him near these or he'll smack their heads off. True story. True story. And that's basically it for the packaging, and one thing to note is that this is substantially small. Like, let's take a packaging comparison for whatever reason with the Hasbro Star Wars Black Series, and as you can see, this thing is tiny. Very, very tiny, but we're not here to review boxes, we're here to review figures, so that's basically it for the packaging. So, moving right along, here we have the Battle Droid, which you can't really see because he's so tall. So, you know what? Let me try standing up some of these Droid Factory 4-pack boxes. I got like 3 of them here. And yes, I will review each droid that comes in each pack. Or each pack, rather, excuse me. But, okay, that's a little too tall. Almost. Much better. So apparently I just needed one, but anyway. Here we have the Battle Droid, and he is such an amazing figure. This is literally like the prop in plastic form, like plastic action figure form, because he is articulated everywhere. I mean, the only part that isn't articulated is the knuckle joint and the thumb, but other than that, this guy is so poseable, and he's very nicely detailed. So just getting close here on that head sculpt. Very nice head sculpt. Although it does look like a giant cashew, honestly. And this leads to where I tell you guys that my dad and my brother and I, we have been having some Clone Wars marathons while we would be at our dad's, and excuse me, and I kept saying I kept mentioning that their heads look like cashews, and we started calling them cashew heads. So anyway, yeah, he does have some accessories, And we'll show this off right here real quick. He does have, one of his accessories is his antenna, which can be removed from his backpack. And these are the extended antenna with some nice silver paint right there. Whoa! I knocked him over. Wow! But, yeah, you can see some silver right there for the antenna. And then, if we bring him back up, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He survived. I survived! But, you can just plug that in there, and there you go. You have the antenna descended. And there's this little section right here that you can flip down, and that tab will hold his blaster. Now here is his E5 blaster rifle, which will be used which is used by the battle droids, and it's a playable weapon in Star Wars Battlefront 2 when you play as the infantry battle droids, like this one right here. This is an infantry, because if it was a commander, he would have the yellow on his head, and then the yellow circle on his torso, and then probably some yellow stripes on his arms and legs, or whatever. And then the security battle droids have red on his torso, and then the pilot battle droids have blue on his torso. So yeah, and those types of battle droids have been leaked, so you know it's going to be very exciting to get some of those. But for now, we have this guy, and then the Geonosis colored battle droid. But yeah, there's his E5 blaster rifle. It's casted in gunmetal gray with some silver here and there, which is very nice. And you can take his E5 and you can plug it in, and it's a very loose connection, but you can have him holster the E5 blaster rifle on his backpack, which is really cool. And basically, you know what, let's see if I can show it off this way. Basically, you have some slots and stuff where the trigger and the trigger guard will kind of slide onto, like so. Just like that. So, yeah. And, excuse me. Let's take a look at his articulation. Now, like I said, he is articulated everywhere. I mean, it's insane on how posable this guy is. And he's so skinny at the same time, you know? It's really insane and impressive, you know? So, this is definitely one of my favorite Star Wars figures in 6-inch scale that I own. So, but, articulation-wise, he has a ball-jointed head on a hinge, so he can look down that far, and he can look up that far. He can yell, "Squirrel!" And, you can move it up even more, and this little flap in the back will move out of the way to accommodate the movement, which is nice, and you can just tuck that back in. He has a hinged neck. Roger. Sorry, I had to do that. But, yeah, you know, he has a hinged neck, so you can move it forward and back. And, there's actually a reason why he has a hinged neck, and we'll get to that. He has swivel shoulders, which go around 360. Now, he does have, hinges at the shoulder as well, but you have to lift up this little shoulder pad to accommodate the movement, and you get slightly under 90, but it's still a good range of movement. And once you're done with that, you can just put this back down, but we'll leave it up for now. He has a bicep swivel, so he has a swivel bicep. Single joint at the elbow. And I do wish it came up more than 90. I mean, it goes slightly past 90, but still, I wish the elbows had more range of movement. He has ball jointed wrists, so they can move up that much, down that much, and hinge inward. I do wish they could move outward, but, you know, it is what it is. He has articulation in both knuckles, so you can get him to hold on to the blaster, or maybe some micro binoculars or something. And then the thumb is actually on a ball joint, which is impressive. I'm serious, this is one of my favorite Battle Droid figures, and basically one of my favorite Star Wars figures overall. One of them, not my absolute favorite, but one of them. Anyway, he has a ball-jointed torso, although it is hindered because of these torso pistons, but you can get side to side about that much, which I'd say is pretty realistic. You can crunch him down that far, up that far, and you can kind of get a little bit of pivot out of it. And there you have that. He has ball-jointed hips, basically. Like he can do the high kick, although I don't know why you would want him to do that, because Battle Droids don't do that. And it can swivel about that far back, which is insane. You know, just until he gets hit in his own arms, or he hits his own arms. But yeah, you can also move the legs outward that much, which is a little limited, and then inward that much. I mean, he has a droid, so it's not like he's going to be getting any dynamic poses, although, Bandai, Tamashii Nations, please make us a commando droid. If you guys make us commando droids in the realistic form, oh my god, I would love you. I would love you guys so much, because I really want realistic 6-inch scaled commando droids, because those guys were amazing in the Clone Wars. They were so freaking awesome. But anyway, that's not about the commando droids, this is about the battle droids. So you can bring his leg up that far with the knee bend, or the knee joint, and then his ankles can move up that much, which is pretty good, down all the way, which you can kind of break his ankle, and then he has crazy amounts of rocker, where you can basically make him go, "Ow, my ankle!" So, yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry if you think I'm annoying with these Battle Droid voices, but you know what? I'm enjoying this, so if you hate it, then there's something called closing up the tab, or stopping the video, or whatever. So, but anyway, there he is, and let's get his E5 back into his hands. So there we have that. And just, oh, and he does have swivel forearms, which I forgot to mention. So there you have that. Just get the thumb situated. Yeah, unfortunately, I only have one of these, but hopefully I'll be able to get a couple more for Christmas. But, yeah, there he is holding his blaster. Now, for comparison, here he is with the Black Series R2-D2. So there you have that. Here he is with the Bandai R2, which, fair warning, I did not put his tools away because, you know, I thought to myself, why bother if I'm going to be, you know, well, I mean, I will do it. Eventually I'll put his tools away, but still, I didn't want to take up too much time. But there he is with R2. And again, if you want to know all these tools by name, then check out my Bandai model kit R2-D2 and R5-D4 kit review. Wow, crap. What else can I compare to? For giggles and Clone Wars memories, here he is with Ahsoka. So there you have that. Oh, if only these two were in the same episode together in Rebels. Oh my god, that would have been amazing. But there you have that. And because it happened, I mean, it wasn't in this outfit, but because it happened in Rebels, here he is with Kanan Jarrus. Man, wasn't that episode awesome when these two were fighting it out with Ezra and Rex and all that kind of stuff? That was just so much fun. That was so awesome. So, anyway, there you have that. And, yeah. Very cool figure, and you can, the reason why he has that neck hinge at the base of his neck, there's a reason why. And if we take out his blaster, and this kind of leads to the reason why he has descended antenna instead of just the extended ones, but what you can do is, let me get him situated here real quick. Get him situated, then we'll talk about the fact that you can put this guy into compressed mode, or as most people call it, folded up mode, of when these guys would come out of the MTTs, also known as multi-troop transports, and they would wreak havoc on the galaxy and stuff like that. So, but anyway, what you want to do is you want to disengage this back part of the neck from the front, like that. And you want to bring the head down over this, and this little piece of the neck will flip out that little flap in the back of his head. You can set them down, or set the head down on his chest like that. And then I'm just going to spread his arms out to get him out of the way. But you want to bring the elbows, or you want to bend the elbows like that. And then you can do it where you just fold the legs up like that. But another way to do it, and this is a little easier, I guess, or I don't know if it's really that much easier, but what you can do is you can rotate the leg around and do it like that. And what you want to do is bring the arms down, bring the thumb back, like so. And my my ocular tics are starting to act up on me again, so if you guys are having a hard time seeing something and I'm moving off camera and that kind of thing, I do apologize. But what you want to do after you get the thumb back, or you know, you move the thumb back, what you want to do is you want to bring these in and kind of make him hug his legs. So just want to do that. And these fingers right here are loose, so hopefully I can tighten that with some glue or something, but this is all you have to do. You just gotta, you know, fold up. And these fingers are pretty stiff, but all you have to do is just, you know, get him to hug his shins like that. Flip these little panels down and just set him down like that. Bend his ankles forward a slight bit. And for the finishing touch, bring this tab down, clip the E5 blaster rifle onto the backpack, and there you have the battle droid in his compressed mode. And just to remove some boxes so that you can kind of see, or switch one of them out. There you go. And this is a really cool feature. Like, this is really, really cool. And sometimes I would look online and they would have, like, at Japanese toy shows, they would have a bunch of these on display. Some of them would be in their compressed mode, which is this. Some would be unfolded and, you know, operating. And that was row 1 and row 3. And then row 2 was kind of in between, like when the battle droids were folding out of compressed mode and into their awake bot mode, I guess. But, yeah, and just to bring in a couple of small comparisons, just so you can get a sense of scale. Here he is with Ahsoka and Kanan. So there you have that. And here he is with both the... Oh, jeez, I broke it. Oh, no. Yep, this is why these Bandai droids are not a toy, because I broke the tip. I mean, I can glue it on, but still. Actually, I think I had to glue it on once or twice, but basically, here he is with Bandai R2 and Black Series R2. So, as you can see, they're that tall compared to the battle droid. I'm sad. I'm sad now, but I mean, again, it's a little bit of glue and it should be fine. But yeah, there is the battle droid, and this is a really cool figure. One thing that kind of upsets me is that he's an expensive army builder. Like, Hasbro, for some reason, have not come out with a battle droid mold for the 6-inch line, and it kind of makes me upset because I want to army build this guy. I love the Clone Wars. I want to get a bunch of clones and droids and have them fight on the shelf, or outside, or inside, or wherever. Doesn't matter. Point is, I want more of these guys, and they don't have to be as articulated as this. I mean, it is nice that this is extremely articulated, but Hasbro does not have to make it this articulated. Like, you know, they don't have to include the knuckle joints. They don't have to include the thumb being on a ball joint. You know, that kind of thing. Although I do hope that if or when they do make a battle droid, they'll make the head fold up like this, because I get so tired of the heads just sliding into the torso, and I kind of wish I made this comparison before, but like with the Vintage Collection battle droid, you do not fold this head down. This is as far as the head will go. You have to push it down into the body, and I hate that because then it bumps into the backpack, and it's not accurate. So I really hope that if Hasbro does make a blown up version of this guy, first off, they make the head hinge, or they make the neck hinge down like this, and they give us swivel forearms, because these forearms do not swivel, and that makes me mad. Or it doesn't make me mad, but it irritates me a lot. But I mean, the torso articulation, if they can add that in, it would be perfect. But if not, then, you know, it's not the end of the world, I guess. But because the backpack on the Vintage Collection battle droid is annoying, I'm just going to take that off, because I want to do a comparison of them folded up, and just to kind of rush through it. Here he is with the Vintage Collection battle droid folded up. Obviously 2 different scales, but there you go. And yeah, I mean, I really do like this battle droid. Like I said, probably for, I don't know how many times I've said it already, but it's a lot of times. I know, I tend to ramble, but I really do like the battle droids, and I love the clones, and I really want to recreate some Clone Wars scenes in realistic form. But unfortunately I can't do that because, one, Hasbro, and this isn't all Hasbro's fault, it's partly because I never got an allowance, so I'm not blaming my parents or anything, but, or my mom or my dad, or, you know, just, I'm not blaming my mom, I'm not blaming my dad or anything, it's just, I tend to want things a lot, and I spend, but, I mean, I got a lot of money for graduation, but did I spend it on these guys? Nope. Because I thought, hey, I'll just ask for them for Christmas. So, but yeah, Hasbro, if you're listening, please give us some battle droids. It's not hard. I mean, they're simple to design. I mean, and it's not like they have to, like, completely panel line and, weather these guys. I mean, although it would be nice, but they don't have to include all this brown panel lining and all that kind of stuff. You know, all we want are simple and basic B1 battle droids that we see in the movies and, well, I'd say in the Clone Wars, but, you know, I mean, I guess you could say the Clone Wars as well, but, you know, they're really simplified because they're animated. But in Rebels, I mean, you know, just please make us some battle droids, Hasbro, please. Because this guy is like $40, so like I said, he's expensive to army build, whereas half the price would let a lot of people army build this guy, and yes, it won't be as crisp as this one, and apparently there's a battle droid with STAP Bandai model kit. And there's a web exclusive of the Battle Droid model kit where Bandai made them in Geonosis colors, which I kind of want, but I don't know where to get it, and it's probably going to be really expensive. But, yeah, I wish Hasbro would just give us some Battle Droids. I mean, like I said, it shouldn't be that hard to make. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna be perfect, and it's not gonna... I don't know. I'm not an employee at Hasbro, so I can't really tell you guys how easy or hard it would be to make these guys. But, I mean, you know their designs. They're thin, they're thin, and, they're army builders, and we want some army builders, so... This review is going on a little longer than I hoped, but that's okay. That's okay, and to bring him back out, here he is with the Vintage Collection Battle Droid. Again, you know, just to get a sense of scale. You know, it looks like a little boy with his papa. So... But seriously, it is cute. It's just precious, oh so precious. Woo. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal your bits. It's just really funny. But anyway, yeah, that's it for the Battle Droid, and I'll be back probably with either the Imperial Shock Troopers or maybe some import DC figures. Like I got Suicide Squad, both Mafex Joker and SH Figuarts Harley Quinn, so I will be able to, so I may review those next, but then again, I may just review some troop building characters, so there you go, there's the Battle Droid, and I'll see you in the next video.